Hello, we are on the scene with breaking news. Thank you for joining us and welcome to the MSB Minute. I'm Janet Fresh, along with my reporting team, Richard Porridge, Angela Miller, and Aaron Simmons. As our news helicopter watches over our city, we bring you a special report. The Management Support Branch is making headlines in the Servicing Office organization. In a few minutes, our reporters are going live in the studio to bring you up close and personal with the Management Support Branch. Before we go to the studio, I would like to take some time to share some important facts about the MSB team. Also, an interview with the Chief of Staff will give you more insight on the purpose of MSB and what characteristics makes the team a valuable resource for the organization. There has been a lot of talk on the streets about the MSB, so you may ask, who are they? What makes their team so special? We will introduce you to the team that was created to fill a critical need within the structure of the servicing office. Everyone will have a better understanding of MSB and why it is an integral part of the servicing organization. MSB is a small team, but with a large impact. Here we put the faces with the names of the team. MSB's motto is, in the MSB, we forget the me and become the we. Each came in as an individual, and under the leadership of Loretta Cox, the team combines their individual talents into a cohesive group to serve the Rural Development Servicing Office organization and its employees. MSB's reach is vast and diverse within the organization. There are specific functions defined for each position in MSB, but each team member assists in undefined areas as needed. No matter what the question or request, MSB gets results. The Management Support Branch was created to improve the organizational structure and be the central point for many functions, including guidance, budget support, employee assistance and development, reporting and analysis, administrative actions, keeping critical functions operating in the event of a disaster, and more, as you see in this overview. MSB's functions will continue to expand as the servicing office evolves and will continue to support employees when faced with new and unique challenges. MSB's activities are essential in the mission and vision of the servicing office. Each represented piece comes together to make the circle whole in the Management Support Branch. Now over to Richard to discuss the impact and touch points of the MSB team.
Thank you, Janet. Natural disasters and other emergencies affecting servicing office team members are something else the Management Support Branch is now tasked to monitor and plan for. With more servicing office team members working remotely and located all over the country, MSB monitors and reports personnel affected and their status to rural development for events such as significant tornado outbreaks, winter storms, hurricanes, flooding, wildfires, and earthquakes. MSB is also involved in the planning and oversight to keep all USDA team members safe in One Met Square from fire and other emergencies. The Continuity of Operations Plan, or COOP, and the Occupant Emergency Plan, or the OEP, are two new areas the Management Support Branch handles for the servicing office. It was previously managed by another organization here in St. Louis. MSB is designated as the lead in planning for contingencies so the servicing office can continue to perform its on-site operations in another location if the building is not accessible. It is also responsible for the emergency planning for all USDA organizations once we move into One Met Square, and responsibilities range from fire evacuation plans, how to handle medical emergencies, active shooter incidents, to anything else which keeps safety as the top priority for all USDA team members in One Met Square. Now let's go ahead and turn it over to Angela so she can tell you about MSB's key initiatives.
Thanks, Richard, and hello, everyone. Good news is always brewing on the MSB team. To start us off, we have the MSB key initiatives: budget, human resources, regulations, just to name a few. Employee and career development is in full swing. Career progression maps have been created for all servicing office positions. New employee orientation is being conducted on a bi-weekly basis for all new incoming employees. From our budget team, the status of funds report is provided weekly, which consists of an overall breakdown of the servicing office spending for payroll, overtime, local travel, awards, and other miscellaneous spending. Hiring is at a steady pace for the servicing office. The MSB HR team have executed internal promotions, reassignment, and brought on new employees. That's awesome. Employees continue to utilize telework and remote opportunities in the servicing office. The regulation department is on top of any policy changes to assist our employees with their daily duties. The servicing office employee engagement team is a diverse group of employees working together to improve the work life for our servicing office employees. The employee engagement team has 5 pillars: leadership, employee development, recruitment and retentions, talent management, and customer service and community outreach. This powerful group of employees not only tackle important subjects, but also have volunteered at our area food banks, provided in-house training classes, such as resume writing, and conducted history-making interviews during Women's History Month. And the list goes on and on. But remember, we want to hear from you, our servicing office employees. Please submit your topics and ideas to the suggestion box located on the Hubble. Our mentoring program provides employees with opportunities to form new connections and broaden employee experience. And that'll take it back over to you, Erin.
Thank you, Angela. Now we'll take a look at the MSB key stats and metrics. During fiscal year 22, the Career Development Initiative completed close to 200 actions in AgLearn, over 40 career maps, 34 vendor offerings, 2 diversity field trips, and 63 live sessions, including 34 Break to Educate, 23 in-house trainings, and 6 new employee orientations. Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Simmons, reporting for the MSB Minute. We have a special guest with us today, Ms. Terry Barton, Chief of Staff of the Servicing Office. Hello, Ms. Barton, and thank you for joining us.
Hi, Erin. Really glad to be here. Thank you.
So, Ms. Barton, as Chief of Staff, in terms of support and interaction with divisions and field offices, tell us what the MSB did effectively to fulfill the vision for the Servicing Office reorganization.
Well, before the servicing office implementation, there was a large void in the organizational structure. There were inconsistencies in the application of guidance, no dedicated budget support, very little reporting and analysis on our staffing, and really no central point for processing administrative actions. And the MSB was created as a vision, and they've carved their way into the servicing office as the ultimate source of management and administrative support for over 500 employees. The servicing office continues to evolve, and so does MSB. They proactively adjust to meet the needs of the organization and the needs of their customer. They're very customer focused. And with many competing asks, MSB delivers their mission with the utmost professionalism. And I thoroughly enjoyed watching the team grow professionally and under the leadership of Ms. Cox. So it's been a pleasure.
Great. It sounds like the MSB team overall is a really valuable asset to the servicing office.
Yes, they are.
So on that note, what characteristics would you say does the MSB team exemplified, making it so successful?
Well, many characteristics come to mind, but I did jot down a few that I think really embody MSB: disciplined, adaptable, creative, curious, knowledgeable, resourceful, dedicated, supportive, and really I could probably go on and on. It's such a pleasure working with a group who has all these dynamics, because being curious leads to growth and learning, and they're certainly creative because they can figure out anything we need them to do with technology, all these Teams meetings, and it's just a very inspiring group of people.
This wraps up our exclusive interview with Ms. Terry Barton, Chief of Staff. Thank you again, Ms. Barton, for being with us today, and best wishes on your retirement.
Thank you for having me, Erin. Appreciate it.
And now, breaking news concerning a duo of wanted servicing office personnel. Ms. Meckley and Ms. Rivera are currently wanted by One Met Square authorities for excessive contributions to the mission. They are considered to be armed with knowledge and experience and very dangerous with a spreadsheet. There is a large reward being offered with any information leading to their capture. Anyone with information is asked to contact One Met Square Security. Now, back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Erin. And that will wrap up our coverage of the MSB team. Thanks for joining us and have a great day.